What's going on, YouTube? Nate the Great checking in again with another video. Today we're doing a leg session. Starting it off as we always do with our compound movement with squats. Doing just the bar for a set of 20. And today the goal was to take a moderate amount of weight, for me at least, and we're going for 3 sets of 8 with 165. And the purpose of this leg session was to clean up some issues with my form. The problem I've been having with my form is that, well, it's partially just because of how my body is built. I've got a very long torso and relatively short legs. However, part of my problem is that I sort of dive bomb into my reps, particularly with heavier weight, just because it's uncomfortable. So the purpose of today, I was doing 3 sets of 8 with 165 after this warm-up set of 135 for 12. We did 3 sets of 165 for 8 reps. And the purpose of these, you'll notice that the sets are relatively slow, at least in terms of the reps. But the purpose was to focus on keeping my form clean, keeping my my core tight, making sure that I break at the hips correctly, and because I'm not a very good squatter. Squatting is one of the worst movements for me. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable. But it's one of the things that I need to improve on. So, it was this workout in general was absolutely shitty. It was like 1:30 in the morning when I was at the gym doing this workout, and so squats normally feel like garbage, but this was even worse. And that's not to say it was because I was up at 1:30 in the morning at the gym, because I've had some pretty great sessions that early in the morning. But I managed to push myself through it. It wasn't that big of a deal. Here on this last set, you'll notice that I start grinding it out even more so than what I normally do towards the end, just because I was exhausted. Just physically. And this was at the very beginning of the workout, so, it only got worse from here. But we always need workouts that just don't feel good, but you do them anyway. So to me, this is one of those workouts that'll just be one of those days. And the next leg session I do will switch things up, and hopefully it'll feel better than this leg session did. So after we finished up with squats, we moved on to leg press, as I always do on leg day, for 3 sets of 10 and the current weight that I'm using is 420 pounds. Not sure if I've explained this before, but I always when I get to a point where I feel that the weight I'm using is too easy, I'll bump up each side 15 pounds. That way, by the time I've bumped it up three times, those 15 pounds add up to a 45 plate. So every three times or so, I'll bump it up to another plate. After those 3 sets of leg press, we moved in. We did a relatively light leg extensions, 100 pounds with both legs for 3 sets of 15. Not anything too exciting. And finished off the workout with dual leg calf extensions for 216 pounds for 20 reps, as always. Not anything exciting there. And again, we did pretty heavy hammer curls, 40 pounds for 3 sets of 8. And finished it off with the ab circuit, as always. This time, though, I did do it in reverse order. I did the Russian twists first, and then the dragonflies, and then finished off with weighted planks. But that does it for this video, guys. You can all check me out on social media at Nate the Great Harmon, and I will see you all in the next video.